Okay, this is actually a hard chart to read because, okay, you're actually a Leo and your sun sign is in this first house, Leo. Oh my God, your ego is like double up in that. And Leo, you're Leo rising, which means, the first house, which is your persona, is how you react to people right away, if people are going to receive you right away. Also, your Mars is how your sexual expression is and how you get angry at people. And it's actually in Leo too, so you don't even like to get mad until someone hurts your ego and pride, okay? And also, it's in your first house, so if anybody talks shit about how your personality is, your persona, like right away is, I mean, I guess you'd get pissed off. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Your moon is in Aquarius, so it's actually in the seventh house. So everyone opposite from you is like an Aquarius, like a know-it-all friendly person, and like they're you are actually one too. Like your mother is someone you think is different from you, but in the inside you're kind of like the opposite of her. She was an evil bitch. Like she told you not to be around weirdos and stuff, and she treated you like a weirdo and outcast. And you feel like that now, and you have an ego, and you're trying to always find yourself super unique, and you want to dress the way you want to dress. You know what I mean? And be like friends with people who are weird and but you see everyone like that rebels like that in that way is different from you too, but you're secretly like that on the inside because your mom fucked you up, and your mom also, your fourth house is Scorpio. Am I kidding anything?
Yes, you are.
Is your mom your fourth house is actually Scorpio? Oh my God, this means that you are your own worst enemy at home, and you think that you can never be yourself the way you want to be and rebel, and you're probably sexualized when you were little. You're probably a pervert, and you just started you knew the dark secrets of everybody around you because you creeped them out of them, and then you just decided to like either use that against them in a flash because you didn't get to use them for the benefit of you. And so, but in your public persona, how you're going to be remembered is very beautiful, like Taurus, because your 10th house is actually Taurus, the model. And also, your Saturn is in the 10th house, actually. That's where you learn your lessons and you have restrictions. Your Saturn's actually in Taurus, which means you probably were homeless for a while. You didn't have any possessions because it could have been taken away from you, or your father was very rich and he was spoiling you as fuck, and he could have owned his own business and you could have been a part of it, right? And like he could take it all away from you because it's all underneath his control, and he could have been an asshole, the queen bee, right? And your mom's an egomaniac too, or she could be actually a real good friend. Which one is it? She's also
Yes,
fake.
my dad.
Huh?
So you're like, you
Um,
can be, everything that you're saying is right on.
okay, so your mother was an egotistical fucking mess, treating you like a fucking weirdo. And she also was like a fake ass bitch because she wants everything to be decent. She doesn't want you embarrassing her. She made sure that you were balanced and that someone was watching you, or you did your homework, and you have a girlfriend, and she wanted to tease that out of you. And your moon sign is in Aquarius, kind of weird, and you had to be embarrassed of everything, and you do feel embarrassed about everything. Is that true? Because your
Yeah.
moon is in the seventh house. The seventh house is ruled by Libra. Libras are very embarrassed and bashful. They really care about what other people think, and they want everything to be decent and balanced. And they're very beautiful. Their vibe is so beautiful on the inside of the moon in Libra. So you have this beautiful vibe, and you're a friendly, persistent person at least. But you see everyone else like that different from you, the way that you had to be challenged by like change to a unique person, to someone who you fit, to who you think you are, instead of your mom trying to fit you to someone that she fucking is, and she's always wrong because she's a fucking fake ass bitch, and you don't want to be like that. You see her as different from the monster that she created inside of you, and now you're embarrassed. Is that true?
Hmm. Absolutely.
And then your Venus is actually in Libra too, in the third house. So you actually are a player in a relationship. You actually want that one person. You treat everyone like that's the one person that I'm going to be with, and then you try to skip out on everybody else, or like tell them to all fuck up, even while you're trying to date all of them to see who is the winner. So you get a bits and pieces of everybody, and you know what I'm saying? And then you make them do a teeter totter thing with you. They always want to do something for you because you act like you can't do it. You act like you're helpless. But it's very charming, right? And you get to be beautiful because you are allowing them to put their element on you, which is, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And
I agree. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you're looking for somebody decent too, like who's beautiful, like a model. And you also are charming. And then like your Mars is in Leo, like I said, it's in the first house. That means you come off as saying, I'm a fucking king and you're mad about it. And I want everyone to know that I stand tall in this fucking world. And then all of a sudden something happens, your public persona kind of gets dissed and bruised and broken because at your career you have challenges and you have to learn lessons. It could be taken away from you at any time or given to you. So you almost end up like you're homeless. You can't be this queen bee and everyone's doing everything for you and trying to put them in their place in the business that you probably had and then it got destroyed, taken away from you. But it's all your responsibility to feed yourself, and you probably have troubles with even finding food. Like in the public's eye, you are seen as being challenged, and you're trying to be this hardworking person, but it's all been taken away from you. Is this true too?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in a relationship, you also had to learn how to lie to other people because to get them to do what you want. And communicating, you can communicate with multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Is this true? Your Jupiter is actually in Scorpio. It's about other people's money because you had to be a little savage. And it's also something you're lucky with, but you can also see them dark mysteries of other people. Like you can see right past them. And it's in the third house of communication. So you could be very good writer. Are you a writer? Do you write things? Your third house is in Libra. So the way you write and think and communicate with your hands are beautiful. Your hands are probably super pretty. You're very lucky with all the artistic things that you have done in your life. And you're probably like someone who does sheetrock on the walls and you know how to build things and stuff because your Jupiter's in third house. You found out that you're lucky with that. You can get other people's money through that. Is that what you do?
Yes, I am.
You actually build houses and stuff. I'm right. I'm psychic too. Psychic and I do astrology. Astrology is different from being psychic. Astrology is not psychic, but I can be psychic. But this is astrology. It can just tell you common sense. But so that's true. And you get other people's money like that. So you found out that's your lucky way. And you can also be psychic. Have you ever been psychic? Because the polarity of your lessons in the public world is Taurus, the stable person. You come out stable and you are fourth house Scorpio. So like you rebelled against imaginary self, even if you did have to rebel in a moon and Aquarius way and you had to rebel with other people. Like you see everybody else as a weirdo from you, but you secretly are a weirdo too. You also see everybody as fake as you too, because your mother put this in your eye, like burning fucking gasoline in your eyes, saying everyone's gonna be fucking fake in your life, and all you ever attract is all these douchebag people, but also they're friendly. Is this true or what? And weirdos.
That's true. And you have a sexy voice yourself.
Thank you. Your third house is supposed to be Libra, and it's supposed to be beautiful too. I'm recording still. Okay, your Jupiter's in Scorpio, so you will have a good way of communicating sexually and scarily and manipulatively and emotionally desirable. You can seduce anybody with that, aiming at anything that has to do with Scorpion, sex, death, and transformation. Your Lilith is actually in Leo. It's what you're proud of. So you get everyone around you to do everything that you want. And they walk on eggshells just to please you. And it's in the first house. So it's like right away when you meet somebody, you let them know that they're going to be revolving around you. And they do. And your 11th house is Gemini. So you are multitasking with your ego. Two-faced with your ego and your friends. You can talk to somebody and listen to somebody else at the same time. Like you can multitask with listening to people. Plus you're so lucky at communicating. You're like a really good listener and a talker. Is this true, you think? Or you just want to agree with me? Also, your Pluto is in Virgo. So the way you like to isolate yourself in the second house is through eating and cleaning and organizing and analyzing. So when you're by yourself, you want to digest that everything's just happening to you and your secret relationships, your secret sex life. It has to do with also your possessions. You probably have sex for money. Is this true?
Yes.
Because you also have 10th house Taurus, so everyone thinks you're beautiful already in the public's eye, but they also, it's challenged. It's your bones. You probably got fucked up knees or something, Or do you? I don't think you do. Do you?
I don't.
You don't have fucked up. You probably have fucked up bones, maybe or not. I don't know. Do you have
Yes.
calcium deposit? Do you actually do?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What's wrong with your bones?
It's just, I don't know. I have one on my elbow and stuff like that. One, I don't know. I always had a bump on my elbow when I was younger.
So calcium.
And yeah.
And your teeth have calcium deposits? Oh, no, you're probably lucky with
Mm-hmm.
teeth. You really? Your teeth got calcium deposits? You have skin tags on you too? Most Leos do. They usually do have skinny shape wee wees and they have bubbles on their thingies and all that stuff, which is really interesting. Weird that all of them usually have that. And then your North Node is in Pisces, so you came here to learn compassion for others. You came here to learn sensitivity and to be psychic because you lack all this. And all you do is go back to Virgo, being an analytical person, because you every time you analyze yourself, you want to be practical. You're always so used to being practical. You can never try to just loosen up and see the side of the fantasy side of the world, which is you came here to learn this creativity shit. But and to actually have compassion for people, you lack it. But once you do, you're in your purpose, gaining this characteristics of the Jesus forgiving complex. And it's also in the house of the sixth, seventh house too. It's of other people. To be balanced and to be like a douchebag like everyone else. So you feel like you have to fit in with everybody else. And to be fake in front of everybody else just so they'll accept you. And then you can fit into society. And all you still have to do is be a fake ass model. You know what I mean? And a two-face with your friends, because you show different faces in your friend's life and social media. You know what I mean, right? You probably have multiple social media accounts with, right?
Yes.
Your 12th house is Cancer, so the soul of you is you're intimate with your own soul and you mother your soul. And I don't know, probably. Okay, your Lilith is what you rebel against to show everybody. You rebel to be a Leo king. You rebel. No one wants to see you react the way that you react, and you had to perfect it anyways because it's going to be in the public's eye. You have to worry about your reputation all the time. So you keep everything quiet and you learn how to lie, and you're really good at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm right about everything, or you just like to agree with everybody because 10th house Taurus. Maybe they like to agree with everybody. Your crown is in Aries, which means you have the identity of yourself to heal. You know yourself, the I am, and then all of a sudden something happens to, when you think you know who you are. It and you don't know who you are all of a sudden. And then you figure it out again through like exercise and stuff. That's how you have to heal yourself. If you're so restless, you have to exercise and go walking and stuff like that. And then your sea rise is in Taurus. That's the way you heal other people. You're so sharing with everything that you have. Anything you have, you like to share with people if you have enough, even if you're broke and people take from you, but you still are somebody who share and care and pamper other people. And you like to massage other people. Is this true? You're very affectionate with other people.
Yes, I am.
And you give everything you got just because you have enough for other people, and then you run out and stuff like that. Is that true?
That's true.
Your palace is in Pisces, so everything that's great about you is you all work for your soul. Everything spiritual that you decorate your house with. Do you decorate your house with like pictures of Jesus and shit like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do? Yeah, so you create your soul, your altered state of mind everywhere there is. Plus, you are a psychic because you have Jupiter in the third and Scorpio in the third house of communicating telepathically. You just, right? You can totally fucking telepathically listen. Okay, your Visa's in Virgo, so you have this extra gift of knowing how to make everything spick and span and clean and everything, no matter where you're living, because you probably had to live in a tent, right? Did you have to live in a tent?
Mm-hmm.
You had to live in a tent because I'm psychic. I'm okay. I'm gonna do your second reading.